anyone ever noticed with the whole thing with censorship, how Sneeko got banned, how Andrew Tate got banned? Here's the thing. I don't agree with Andrew Tate on a lot of shit. I have to be honest with you. I have a lot of criticism against Andrew Tate, in fact. In fact, I think Andrew Tate is actually more of a part of the problem than the solution when it comes to men. The only difference, what he's saying, people have been saying in the manosphere for years. He is just repeating all of the main red pill points that every red pill channel comes out and says. So that being said, Sneeko and why I don't like either of these guys. I actually really, not personally, like I don't dislike them. I like a lot of their videos. I like a lot of their points. There's parts of, like I said, I'm kind of polarized. There's part of me that really loves what they say and actually like respects their achievements and like all the stuff that they've done. Like he's a boxing champion. That's of course worthy of respect. I'm not here to like criticize his success or be like put him down or put myself above him, because I could care less. Honestly, I could care less. I'm not here to because I'm not like these two people. I'm not a complete psycho narcissist. The world, I believe, is ran by people who are rather narcissistic. I mean, it's kind of encouraged almost. I think that's why we have this rampant like problem with it, where it's like people need to like put themselves above others at all times. It's like this constant game of like just showing off, like look at me and my stupid Bugatti, and like no offense, like look, I get why people like him, but like that's one way of being wealthy. Like there's also like a lot of people who are wealthy who you don't even know that they exist because they don't talk about it. They're not like throwing it in your face. Like people like Andrew Tate are usually not really like, they're compensating for something else if they have to show out that much wealth. Because in my opinion, he's more insecure than you would think. If you need to show that many like videos about cars and like all this stuff, like oh I'm this, and why he may be this person, but 90% of the time these type of guys excuse me, I'm sick, are not very good. Besides, they're just not good people. I don't agree with the whole like going back to men and bringing up all our problems is just another way, is the same thing that feminists do. Same thing, same shit. It's just the same shit as feminism. Oh my God, guys, look, we're all queens. Oh, these men are horrible. Oh, look at us, we're all kings. Oh, these women are horrible. It's the same shit. You know what I mean? Well, while there might be valid points, I completely agree that I think men get the shit end of the stick. I'm sorry, but if you don't acknowledge a little bit, we kind of do get the shaft in society, just in general. Like especially if you're a white straight male, like you're just getting like shafted, and then like we're the slaves of society. In my opinion, we are the most undervalued, but yet we are the most needed, and it's like strange. It's strange how society would be like that towards us, but that's kind of what's happening. It doesn't matter. I don't care what you say. If you're a female on here, look, like I said, I have massive respect. I get what you're saying, but you need to also understand that like in my opinion, females are just so overvalued. So overvalued. We just value women way too much now. Not in a good way. It's become like, it's like an overvalued stock. We just overvalue women to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, you can do whatever you want. Okay, you want more pay? Okay. Now they have more rights than us. And is that leading to a good society? No, because one day, if there's no men, if society were to collapse and there was, a ton of men needed, that, at the end of the day, like if we were in an actual survival situation, all of this stuff would be thrown out the window. All this stuff about, oh, we need patriarchy. Shut the hell up about that. Like if we were, let's talk of, and that time will come where we will be again out of this comfortable like time we live in is not normal. That's why the patriarchy has existed for this long. That's why there's why society is mainly male dominated, because most people who fix the roads are men. I don't know how many female electricians. I'm sure there are a few. But the fact is, guys, we got to think about quantity versus quality. And the quantity of men that have quality skills for certain things that make society run is just way more than women. There's just absolutely no argument that women could actually just run society like that we'd get to this point if there was only women. You could argue that, but I'm telling you, how many women actually know how most of these things work? Now, there are female truck drivers. I'm just saying, there's exceptions to this. But that could not run society. It's a privilege and a luxury that women can work and do these type of jobs. It's a luxury. And I don't understand why they want to do them. They want to feel empowered. I get that. But feeling empowered is such a stupid concept, if you ask me. It's like, oh, I'm empowered, okay. What are you doing for the world? Okay. But anyway, I digress. So, anyway, the thing with Andrew Tate and the thing with all these about self-improvement is that, yeah, it can be taken too far. And also, I've gotten this argument a lot from females who don't understand male self-improvement. Here's the thing. And I say this with respect. And like, whenever I consult a female, like my mother, my sister, whoever, about self-improvement, they don't really get it. They don't really understand what I'm doing, and that's okay. I'm not expecting them to understand. But I keep going, oh, you're trying too hard. You're trying this, oh, you're messing up your mental health. I would rather mess up my mental health trying to be a better man, trying to overcome my demons, than stay in mediocrity, sit and watch PMO, hook up with some women for no reason. I mean that's not completely against. I'm not completely against that, but it's not like that shouldn't be a goal. That's all I'm saying. It shouldn't be like, oh my God, I need to meet this woman, even though it's a desire in my brain, and it would be good to get. It's good to connect with women, and it is good, but I wouldn't say that it leads to ultimate happiness. Because frankly, I've seen my friends who hook up. I've seen them, and they're not really that much better than me. If anything, they're more on that comfortable land, and they're weak. Like, honestly, most of them are weak. I'm going to be honest with you. These guys act like they're all tough and strong, but at the end of the day, like, a lot of my old friends while I have respect for them, and like, they're people, like, I don't agree with a lot of their lifestyles. I don't agree with a lot of what they do, because for me, I have a higher purpose in life. I feel like I'm pushing myself to have a higher purpose, and self-improvement is part of is the goal. Getting the women, that's all second nature. That's not the goal. Like, the goal is self-improvement feels good. It's a natural way to feel better. Discomfort is important for men. There's a lot of women out there who seem to not understand why there's so many men just, pushing themselves to be better. And in my opinion, that's a feminine, that's a little bit of toxic femininity. Because you're not understanding the masculine, you're disrespecting the masculine. You're being like, well, you're working out so much. Oh, you're doing this. Bro, I will always work out. I will always be working out, even if it freaking messes my mental health. I don't care. I want to look better. I want to look good. If I feel shitty for a day, if I feel like crap like I do right now, like my body's gotten sick, I've probably been pushing myself way too hard. But you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. You got to push past the pain for those gains, man. And it's worth it in my book.